Hi everybody, this is Rachel Spangler here again. I've got another grilled cheese that I want to make for you today. This one is called the Hippy Dippy. It is the grilled cheese of the health conscious variety, if there is such a thing. This one is vegetarian. It's one of the few vegetarian sandwiches you will see in the book. It's also got a little bit of a lighter fare. So we're going to start with some rye bread. Before now we've mostly used different varieties of your white bread. This one's got a little bit more to it. And as you can see, I'm not buttering this one. This one is using olive oil, and I demand a good, fragrant Spanish olive oil, but you can use whatever kind you want. Good olive oil is going to make for a better sandwich. Once again, both sides of the bread because we want it to get nice and crispy. And we'll go ahead and start this to cook while I talk about the other ingredients here. As you can see, this is a goat cheese, a nice chev. We've got some arugula and your standard clover honey. These things are going to come together to make the sandwich that is the favorite of Miss Quinn Banning. Quinn is our other main character. We've talked a lot in these past videos about Hal, who is our chef, but Quinn is a driving force in this book every bit as much as Hal is. She is a banker, she is a control freak, and she is a force to be reckoned with. So when you read this story, Quinn is going to come back a lot of times to this sandwich. It actually is going to become a bit of an issue for them. But in the meantime, wait with this video. We're going to go ahead and toast these up, and then I'll show you how to assemble it. Alright, so we've got our bread toasted on one side. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. You can see that the olive oil gives it a really nice crust. And on both sides, I'm going to spread a little bit of goat cheese. This will melt down, so it's alright if it's thick at first. That's not going to be a problem in the long run. It will soften really quickly and easily. And I'm putting it on both sides because of the arugula. It doesn't want to come off my spoon right now, but like I said, it'll soften quickly. And I want to give the arugula something to stick to. So, you know, this is just your standard arugula. It's been washed and dried, and it is also going to wilt down a good bit, so you don't have to worry about that either. Last, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of honey over both sides. This is going to give a nice match to the peppery aspects of the arugula. I'm just going to help spread this out. Hopefully you can see how the honey mixes in there quite nicely. And then we flip it over. And we're going to let that cook on both sides. And while that's cooking on both sides, I wanted to show you guys one other thing over here that I'm pretty proud of. Because I got my copies of Perfect Pairing. Aren't they pretty? It's nice. It's a beautiful cover. Credits to the wonderful, the talented Anne McMahon. And I hope you guys have already pre-ordered your copies. If you haven't, you should probably get on that, because rumor has it that Amazon might be about to start shipping it a little early, which would be nice. For those of you who also want to see it a little earlier than the official release date, you can join me next week at GCLS in Washington, D.C., where we're going to launch the book with the other Bywater summer releases. So I'll be joined by Cheryl Head and Cheryl Pletcher, who will be launching Sandra Moran's book. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have copies of all 3 books there, and I hope you guys will join us. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at this grilled cheese. Alright, it's got a nice crust. So you can see the chev and the arugula have kind of mixed together a little bit, and they're going to give us a nice gooey mix. It's going to be a little salty, a little sweet, a little peppery. It's also going to be a little more friendly to people who have a hard time with dairy, because once again, we used olive oil instead of butter, and we used goat cheese instead of a cow's cheese. So I'm not even going to wait. I'm just going to bite right into this one. It's easy to see why Quinn Banning likes this one so much. I hope you guys do too. Thanks.